Hey guys!
Hi!
Welcome back
To the Normalest Chicago Residents podcast. We are here with
Claire,
Bengi,
and Grace. And today we are talking about the movie Belfast.
Yes, Grace is our host this week.
Yes, I am.
And she has brought us Belfast, released 2021.
2021, yep.
Pretty new.
Interesting.
It was
Interesting.
nominated for Best Picture last year? The year before, something like that.
Oh yeah, I
Last
forgot
year,
about that.
Yes.
But, huh?
Yes, it will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
All
it was.
right. So let's get into it. What have y'all watched this week?
Okay, I've actually been watching more things.
Yeah.
Also, wait, I haven't been on the pod in a minute, so I've watched quite a lot.
Oh boy.
Did I already talk about how I made everybody watch The Place Beyond the Pines? Nope.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Damn, I really did not remember that.
We also talked about how you kept pausing it, but
And what about it? In case you didn't know, because why would you? The Place Beyond the Pines is that Ryan Gosling movie, and it was filmed where I live, so
Really?
I made everybody watch it.
What? I had no.
Except for
Dude,
Benji
that's
wasn't there,
fucking
so you
crazy.
missed out.
Why did you tell me? That's crazy.
And you're just jealous. You're just jealous.
Wow.
Albany ass.
And what about it?
You know.
I do
Albany.
know.
Albany motherfuckers do that.
Okay, Buffalo.
Yeah,
Better.
Western New York.
Bigger balls, better Buffalo, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
What else, Claire? What else have you been watching?
Jaden and I went to a pre-screening of that new Aubrey Plaza or Guy Ritchie movie, Operation Fortune.
Oh yeah.
Ruse Day, whatever. First of all, worst name ever. Movie was mid.
Who else is in that movie?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. Yeah, that's such a weird pairing.
It was kind of fun. He was pretty good. I mean, the
He's good
movie
in
was
action movies.
yeah. Like if you like that type of stuff. I mean, it was goofy. It was kind of giving like Kingsman, but worse.
Oh.
But when it was less like Kingsman, it was better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes a movie is too close to another movie that then all you're doing is comparing it, and then it just makes the original movie worse.
What's it about?
It's kind of just like a cliche like heist movie, with like team of quirky lone wolves who don't want to work together with one woman, and like it's fine. It's fun.
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza is Mother, and she looks so good in the movie, so you can at least revel in that.
All right. What else?
I watched The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which I actually enjoyed. I've been weirdly on a religious movie kick, apparently, with Belfast too, but
I wouldn't consider this movie entirely religious. It's
well,
just,
I mean, that's like the background.
It's based on the time. It's not like.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I've just randomly been Anyway, Eyes of Tammy Faye was actually quite good. Better than I expected.
Jessica Chastain won Best.
Yeah, I did
Actress
not know
last
that.
year. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And Andrew Garfield was nominated. But
Yeah, he was really good in that movie. She was really good. I mean, like, I kind of forgot it was her at some points. Like, it was quite good.
Yeah.
And unique. I just think it's fun. I think it's kind of underrated as a biopic.
Mm-hmm.
Benji, what?
I agree.
You watch that movie?
No, I agree.
Girl,
else,
what?
Claire? What else?
No, that's pretty much it. I've been watching you. Finally.
Yes.
Yes!
We did it.
Finally.
Hi, Ashley.
Bro, Jaden's mom listens to this podcast. All our moms listen to this podcast.
All of our moms do listen to this.
Including
podcast.
yours, probably.
I love me some Penn Badgley.
I mean, what am I going to do, disagree? No. I agree.
Oh my God. So good.
Yeah, hopefully, guys, we might have some exciting Penn Badgley related news in 25 days.
What's in 25 days?
Penn Badgley is coming to the
He's
ball.
coming to the ball. It's actually not fake. It's just, he
not
just got the
fake?
date wrong.
Damn.
It's actually on DeHub.
Wait, when?
March 28th.
I think
But the
I'll be
registration isn't open
back. I
yet.
think I'll be
Oh,
back
you
tomorrow.
better be. I think you
I
are. Don't you come back like the
start-
26th?
Yeah. Because it's yeah.
Because we
I'll
were
be
just
back.
talking about it.
I get back, let me check my account.
Are you going home for spring break?
Yeah, I'm going to
Oh.
Claire, you're the
Louisiana.
only one who's not going to.
Girl, I'm literally
You're
going to
the
be
only
here
one
all
here.
alone. Actually, I'm going to go to Shelby's for a little, but I'll be alone. And Eve is going, my roommate is going home too.
Damn.
So I'm going to be living it up.
I get back the 27th.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
We all have to pull up.
The 27th That Monday?
Yeah.
That's the first day
Yeah,
of
because the
classes.
20th
Yeah.
is Tuesday.
So I
Oh!
literally get back, see him the next day.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
He welcomes you home.
I literally spent
Oh, my God.
I literally spent a week in Ireland, come back that Sunday. I will have been in the new country for an entire week.
And then you'll get...
immediately have to go to school.
Yeah.
I'm going to Louisiana, so basically it's a different country.
Yeah, basically.
Are you going to New Orleans?
No, Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay.
New Orleans, though.
Okay, New Orleans is so worth visiting. I
Yeah,
need
it's
to
great.
go back. I love it dearly.
I was only there prenatally.
Thank you. I've never heard someone say that before.
I was in the womb.
Okay.
You were physically, technically there.
I was physically, literally there.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have you been watching?
Well,
Bengi?
everybody send pictures.
I've been
absolutely.
watching. I've been on a grind lately.
Okay.
Jaden's beating you for movies this year, actually.
Really?
Yeah, by like
Oh,
2.
I guess I'll have to. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that off tonight. I've been watching a lot lately. Where are my reviews? Oh yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, give us the highlights.
I'll give you some of the thingamajigs. I'll give you a little bit of the.
Okay.
So this month I've been watching about a movie a day.
The month just started.
I know. I've been watching a movie a day.
Okay.
So I've watched.
So you've watched 3 movies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
We're
it's not.
3 movies and we're 3 days in. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on a little bit of a tear lately. I started on the 24th, The Silence of the Lambs.
Mm.
I had some rewatching some old favorites. It's a good movie. It's all right. Then I watched Seven Samurai, which is my introduction to Akira Kurosawa,
Oh.
which is very nice. I like that movie a lot. Then I watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and then I was on a little bit of a Robert Redford tear, so I watched All the President's Men after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched The Wild Bunch on March 1st. And then I watched To Have and Have Not, which is a Humphrey Bogart movie from 1944. And then today I watched, is today the 3rd? Yeah, today I watched Belfast.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get lots of older movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know your style.
I've only
I
seen
like
one
them.
of those movies that you mentioned.
Yeah,
It was
sorry.
The first one.
Yeah.
So.
I really like it. I really like I'm gonna keep watching. I think I'm gonna watch tonight. I'll probably watch some more Scooby-Doo. I've been watching that lately too. Watching some Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Good.
I watched that entire series when I was a kid.
God,
I
me
love it.
too. The nostalgia, like,
Yeah,
it's just
it's so
classic. It holds up so well. It's always fun.
Uh-huh.
Good memories.
Good memories. Also been watching Boondocks. And what?
No, explain to me. No, we
What?
don't have time for this.
What?
It's
No.
not really my place to say.
Okay. Explain
Or
to me
yours.
why I like watching Boondocks.
Yeah.
They're funny, and it gives me a new perspective on certain issues that I never really was aware of.
Good.
Yeah. My roommate Amir recommended it to me.
Okay, good. Bless you, Grace.
Cut that out.
Also, I've been watching a lot of South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been rewatching Veep because it's just so
Veep
goddamn
is-
good.
Veep is very good.
Have you watched it all?
I've watched like a season.
It's worth watching the whole thing.
I think I have like 1 season left.
Oh yeah, I forgot you also watched it. Dude,
Yeah.
watch it. Okay.
I like dark political dramas.
Well, then like dark, like serious?
Like House of Cards.
Oh, okay. Well, this is obviously not that, but I think it's some of the best comedy writing I've ever seen in my life. And it's very, like, dark humor. You'll like it.
I can see that.
You'll like it a lot.
I honestly would like if they did, like, like, you know an Adam McKay movie?
Like, wait, I've definitely heard that name.
He does, like, the satire, like, the dark comedy. He did Don't Look Up.
Oh, well, I didn't like that movie.
He did,
Oh, he's done, like, Anchorman and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Step Brothers,
He
Vice.
does, like, dark.
Talladega Nights.
Yeah, he does dark comedy.
Oh.
But right?
You would really like Veep. It's so good.
Okay.
And it stays funny throughout the whole show, and I stand by that.
Yeah, what is I'm making sure.
I agree.
this is the guy.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, he did Vice. Don't Look Up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like
Some pretty good variety there.
Um.
Vice was good. I saw that in the theaters.
Wait, that was the one with
Christian Bale.
Yeah, right? I thought that was 2010.
2010?
No, that was...
I was not 6 when that movie came out.
It was a lot more recent.
That was like 2016, I feel like.
2018.
Yeah.
He did
boom.
Ant-Man?
What?
Okay, let's
Okay, we can't fall down. We can't fall down this rabbit hole.
Going. What have I watched?
Yeah.
The Mandalorian
Mm-hmm.
started it back up last Wednesday. So I rewatched all of that. Anything Pedro Pascal, I'll watch.
Yeah.
As well as The Last of Us, we have. As of when this episode released, there will only be one episode left.
Oh,
which is
shit.
devastating. And I'm gonna be inconsolable when it comes out. 'Cause I know what happens, and it's so sad.
But you don't know what happens in the show. Because they said that the finale is going to divide people.
But they've been following the game very,
exactly.
closely.
And that's exactly why I think they're going to do something drastic. Because I also just saw an article. The main young person. What's their name again? No, like in real life.
Oh, Bella Ramsey.
Yes, thank you. I believe I saw an article that was like, they said the finale is going to divide the fans.
Interesting.
So,
I mean,
maybe that's just clickbait, but it'll be interesting to see.
Do you know what happens? You haven't seen it?
In the game?
Yeah.
I know what happens in the first game and the second game, but, I don't know if they're going to...
Yeah, you don't know.
I assume they're going to not do what they did in the second game, because that got a lot of hate for...
Well, they have to film that first, but I think it wouldn't... If there's one point... I'll just say this. There's one point in the game where Joel has to make, a decision, and that's what leads to the second game. So if he makes the...
so he, kind of has to?
Yeah,
we'll see, I guess.
If they make the other decision, that's kind of the end of the show.
Yeah, and it was already renewed, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pedro Pascal.
Well, it'll be
Pascal
very
said
interesting.
They might be shooting already.
Damn!
In the fall.
Well, they might... So
finally, a quick turnaround.
We don't even know how... how far are they into the game? Do you know?
They're almost done. I know exactly where they are.
In the game, does he get hurt like that?
Yeah. Yeah. It happens a little differently. But the part where they're in the house and Joel's,
spoiler
healing...
alert.
Well, it's not... Whatever. Joel's, healing and Ellie has to, take care of himself. So that's, there's only one more big plot line, and that's the end. Okay. So they're really following it,
It seems like
exactly.
they honestly have, a lot of the game was, sneaking around and fighting zombies. They don't really fight zombies.
I mean, there's only so much you can do before people get bored, you know?
Exactly. I really like the show also because Neil Druckmann, the person who made the game, directed and, worked really closely on this set. So,
then you're going to actually get just a good adaptation.
Exactly. So there were some things that they changed. For example, in the game...
Yeah, it would be boring if it was exactly the same.
Yeah. In the game, one of the ways that people can get infected is called spores, which is it travels through air, but it's only in pockets of different places. So they're well, it's not realistic. If
that doesn't really make sense.
If it's airborne, it's going to be airborne everywhere. So they've cut that out. And so that that was one of the bigger changes that they made. But yeah, I remember I like to watch after the episode sort of thing.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
And the fourth episode is there's no infected at all, not really giving, but there's they go all episode without having any infected. And I remember the creators were but we have to remind the people just how terrifying this is.
Yeah.
And then we see all the infected. So, it's not, constantly fighting.
Yeah.
But
I think it's good
scared.
variety.
You're still holy shit, this is fucking creepy. So.
And it also, helps you get put into the mind of, the characters.
Yeah.
Have you guys all seen an episode, the newest episode?
No, I'm not caught up at all.
Are you going to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't say.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can talk about it after.
You knew it as soon as that new character showed up exactly what was going to happen to that new character.
Well, Grace already knew.
Oh, you mean... Yeah, I mean, it was... Yeah. They talked about it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards.
I know some things, but I don't know a lot of actual major spoilers, so I'm trying to avoid.
That was not a thing in the first game, though.
It was a thing in the second game. It was a flashback in the second game. Yeah.
Anyway, guys.
Anyway, we're drifting.
Sorry.
Again. When everyone watches it, we should do an episode on that because
we should.
That show is
it deserves
really fun to discuss.
And I know I'll like it. I just like if I start it now, then I'm not going to finish either that or anything else I'm watching.
Very interesting show.
I love the internet, and they're like the typecasting of Pedro Pascal playing. Oh my God.
The reluctant dad.
Playing a single dad to an orphan child with special abilities.
Yeah.
Like, that's his thing. He
Pedro!
does that. That's his niche, so.
He does it best.
All right.
Thank you, Pedro. We're going to move on now to the actual movie projects, yes.
Real quick.
Okay, Grace and I actually have a project
Finally.
That's at least somewhat film-related for once. Because it involves a video component. We had to, along with our other group member.
Shout out to Lucy.
Shout out to Lucy, who's never going to hear this shout out, but we love you. Anyway, we all had to write a collaborative poem about a book/film adaptation that we watched in class. In this case, it was The Motorcycle Diaries, which is about, like, Che Guevara's, journey throughout South America, etc. Anyway, we had to write a poem, and then we had to record that poem. We had to do a voiceover of it, and then we have to make, like, a video component.
Yeah.
To play in the background. So I'm on my little editing game right now with, like, music and everything. It's very fun. I like this stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe
What's the song that we're using?
Oh, okay. Lucy and I are absolutely, like, on exactly the same page. We're both very passionate about this one song by a band that I'm seeing later this month, Yola Tango, and the song is called Nowhere Near. It's a very, like, mellow vibe, like, I don't know how to describe it. Go listen to it if you like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a certain kind of song, but I love it dearly.
It's a very good song. So, yeah. Claire, how's it feel to finally have something to talk about in this segment?
Finally. Yeah. I'm excited. I, wanted to do it.
What about you, Benji?
Right now, I'm not working on anything currently. I'm supposed to help my friend out with some thing he's doing for diversity and inclusion in class. It's a short film, but it's not even that long. It's probably, like, less than a minute. But
oh, damn.
He wants it to look really good, but I don't know how to do that. I'm just a lowly little writer. So I just helped him do a script breakdown, but that's about it. Yeah, nothing crazy right now. Yeah, no, just a lot of group work and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's finals.
Yeah.
Just lots of boring stuff. Actually, I'll have to write a screenplay or partial screenplay for Grace and I's class.
Are you gonna
let me
help you?
You can help
me.
I don't want to write it.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll write a screenplay for you. Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'm assuming you're also doing the first option?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I
didn't read book, the Max Genius. What is it? Max Perkins?
Max Perkins, editor of Genius. You don't need to. First of all, it's like 700 pages. I've heard the book is much better than the movie, so I'm sure it's good, but, like, who has time for that?
All right, we need to transition.
We need to transition to the actual movie.
All right.
First off, we'll start with just some warnings, I guess. This movie contains, like, some violence and profanity, alcohol, like cigarettes. It's rated PG-13. It's like historical. It's not that serious. Mm-hmm. But it's set in Ireland, so during the 60s. Northern Ireland specifically, yeah, it's important.
Specifically in
Irish politics,
That's crazy.
Yo, it's actually set in the title of the movie, if you can believe it.
That's crazy.
Is that why they named it that?
What?
That's
what?
Crazy. How did I never make that connection?
Floor.
Benji, what's this movie about?
Yeah.
This movie is about, it takes place on the 15th of August, 1969. Not just the 15th.
Yeah, late
60s.
Yeah.
1969. Surrounded by sporadic violence and growing danger, 9-year-old Buddy finds himself confronted with the ugly reality of sectarian conflict As the suffocating stranglehold of increasing turmoil tightens around his once peaceful working-class neighborhood, Buddy tries his best to understand the troubles. After all, someone must be responsible for forcing people to flee their homes. Now Buddy's family must come face to face with a nearly impossible life-altering decision. Stay or start packing.
This synopsis was brought to you by imdb.com.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nick.
Basically, IRA, boom, 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 and are they going to leave?
Basically,
Go?
Northern Irish politics, religion,
Protestants versus
Catholics, the eternal conflict.
That just ended, like, not that long ago.
That's kind of real,
Troubles,
actually.
like, just ended
The Troubles.
Literally like 2 years.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of crazy. This is, like, especially since the movie's in black and white, it, like, makes you feel like this happened a long time ago, but it's really not.
Yeah.
All right, and so this movie, it was written and directed by Kenneth Branagh, and it's loosely based on his life. He's supposed to be Buddy.
Yeah.
His family, he lived during the Troubles, so it's based on his life. So he wrote this and directed this movie. It stars, Katrina Balfe, Judi Dench, Jamie Dornan, Kieran Hines, Colin Morgan, and Jude Hill, who plays Buddy. It's his very first movie ever.
He's fantastic.
He's very good.
He is very good.
He's
yeah.
charming.
All the performances are very good.
The performances are fantastic. And the movie is gorgeous.
Right?
I mean, I like this movie.
I love this
It's
movie.
good. That's why I don't have a lot to say. Like, it's just good.
I have something to say about this movie.
Oh, boy.
I have a couple things.
Okay.
I feel like it definitely got the message across it was trying to get about innocence and about the lack of understanding kids have about conflict. And I feel like this movie gives you the perspective of a child.
Oh, absolutely.
This conflict. I feel like a lot of the shots in the movie are composed in the way that a child would view them. They're very close to the ground. A lot of the times it's through stairways or looking down on stairways. Somewhere where a child would listen in through windows.
Yeah.
He's always
close angles.
That's why we only hear like little bits and pieces of like what's going on, because it's supposed to take place. Again, it was written by Kenneth Branagh. It's his life. That's how he experienced it.
No, exactly, and that's exactly why
I love that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about the movie. The performances help put everything together. I really like that. One other thing I'll say, and then I'll stop. I had there was when she said go. Judi Dench at the end said go, don't look back. I like how both he and his brother look back when she says that. And then a young man walks across the frame as soon as they say that. So I feel like that's kind of him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just getting my own meaning from it.
No, it's fun.
It's kind of him looking back, and now he's like saying, "Well, I did look back, and this is my gift to you, Grandma," because like she liked movies just as much as him, so it's a lot of it's like a love letter to that type of experience.
Yeah, this movie is definitely like a love letter to film. So the paper that I wrote, I talked about how movies will use film as an escape from reality. So that's what my whole paper was about. It was how, whenever things are really hard, they go to the cinema. And that's also why we see every time that they see a movie, it's in color, while everything else is in black and white, which is my favorite part of this film. I love that, because it's supposed to be the light and the color that's coming into these really dark times in their lives. So that's what like I said, that's what I wrote my essay about. And the family really comes together during these times, and I agree. I love that it's told from Buddy's perspective. I feel like with like historical movies, it
gets
more
too serious.
Exactly.
And you lose like, I think the perspective is so unique, because I was looking up I like to look up like critiques of movies after I watch them, because I'm like, also sometimes I don't have anything, and I'm like, what are other people saying?
Yeah.
And everything I was seeing was like, oh, it doesn't not serious enough, or the characters are too perfect. But I'm like, that's because it's told through the perspective of the child. That's the whole point. The point is he's looking at it through rose-colored glasses, and his parents are a little too noble and everything works out, and his grandparents are a little too wise. That's the whole point.
I think of the scene where it's like a tilt-up scene
Yeah.
of Jamie Dornan like standing there like Superman, and
Yeah.
it's like crisp. Like, I remember talking to Carmen about this. She's like, this movie is so crisp. Like, she was like, the black and white was amazing. I was like,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like how you remember your childhood. Like,
Exactly.
everyone's like a hero.
Exactly, including like your
Exactly.
parents and your siblings. Yeah, and
exactly.
so those critiques didn't really land for me. I'm like, sounds like you just misunderstood the point of the movie.
It depends what you're trying to accomplish. Not every
Exactly.
movie is going to be a realism movie.
Exactly.
Not a
Like,
movie.
This movie
What?
is about Ireland and his love for his hometown and his love for his family and his love for his films. It's not about
Yeah, it's about like community and
what happened.
Not every movie has to be like
yeah.
snub-nosed reality, like stick your
Exactly.
face in everything.
And it's like the whole point is like the yeah, exactly. The goal is different and people don't realize that. And it's like in Ireland, if you are these people living, like you are still experiencing joy and love, and it's important to hold on to that, and that's exactly how they got through this situation. Like so it's just goofy to me when people say that. But more on like the movies being in color, not only obviously is that like depicting like, oh, it's bringing color into their lives, but it's like the beginning of the movie is like a touristy montage in color of modern day Belfast. And so for me, it was like when they're looking at the movies and those are also in color, it's like they're looking to like the future.
Interesting. That's a
in my head. And I feel like it just works on so many levels.
Yeah, I love that my favorite example of when what they're watching has color is when Buddy and his grandmother go to the play, and even though it's not a movie, you know, the stage is lit up, and then when it cuts back to Judi Dench and she's wearing glasses, the whole scene is black and white, but there's color reflected in her glasses.
Yeah.
I loved that scene.
Yeah, the
Quick
detail.
Side note, I wrote about that scene in my film analysis, and my professor gave me points off because she thought that I stole that idea from someone else. But I was just describing what
You just described the scene.
She was like, "This is a really well thought out and like really, you know, intense, well thought out."
Humble
concept." I was
brag.
like, I'm like describing the movie. I'm not even making a point. I'm just saying what happened in the movie. Anyway, but
Yes. No, brag, girl, brag.
yes, but I got those points back because I made sure to mention.
Yeah,
that.
because what? Like,
She was like, "Did you watch it multiple times?" I was like, "Yeah, but also I just pressed pause."
also, like, how would that not? The whole movie's in black and white. Those scenes are gonna stand out anyway. That's like
I
what?
was so frustrated. I was so annoyed.
I would've
when
lost it.
That happened. She gave me half points off because she said that I used outside sources and I needed to cite them. And I was like, first of all, points.
Where are these outside sources? Show me.
Exactly.
Show me when I
like-
plagiarized.
I was like, fine, I'll sort it. I'll cite it, but like
Myself.
I don't even know what
movie.
you want me to cite. Oh God. Anyway, that's my little rant.
Okay, I do have one minor gripe,
Okay.
and it's not anything to do with the story, so it's more physical. You could absolutely tell they were on a set, and that kind of took me out a little bit. It was and I looked it up, and it was a set.
Oh.
I was like, this looks like a set. No way they filmed on a set,
Yeah.
and they did. And I get it's because of COVID, it seems, but like, I feel like that is like, again, that's not a big deal, and I think the movie stands by itself anyway. But I think that one little detail is such a weird thing to be lacking. I feel like I don't know. I don't really know what I'm saying, but like, I feel like it would have helped ground the movie more.
I haven't like been to Belfast obviously, but like out of all the British TV shows I've watched and where they've been sets and they've not been on sets, that neighborhood looks like any other neighborhood.
Oh, I'm sure it does, but it
Belfast
just
or anywhere else.
it just
Like,
makes it feel a little false because you
I
can
get
tell.
that, but like at the same time, I think that goes along with like the whole thing of everything's like kind of staged and a little too perfect.
Okay,
You
maybe it
remember-
works.
I
Okay.
remember everything like when I think of my old house, I don't remember stains on the carpet. I don't remember a hole in the wall anywhere.
Really?
I lived in the city of Buffalo, downtown. So like I only remember the good parts of it. So I don't remember all the ugly things about it. I remember the blues and the whites of my house, and I remember even the crack house next door. I mean, like,
Girl,
I always remember, like, the vines coming out of, like, the bricks, and it would look really nice. So, like, I don't remember anything very bad about it. So even like, the bad parts, they feel, like, complete and good to me. So, like, that's how you would remember your hometown, something perfect and something, like a paradise. It would be built simply.
Okay, you know what? I think that, even if that wasn't their intention, I think that's a pretty darn good swing.
That's a very good interpretation of it.
Yeah, thank you, because real.
So, I have a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they made the right decision leaving? Or should
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna risk your child's life because you just don't feel like leaving your home? Like, what? Come on.
I know.
That's
Come on.
Frontier backwoods logic right there.
Yeah, they should have left
leaving.
way earlier.
Yeah, I agree.
Your children's lives are at risk.
Although I get why they stayed for so long.
Of course, but
because,
like
that's your community. You know everyone.
Of course,
there,
I get
people
it.
Are very, especially in the
His
70s,
parents are
people are very
there, the
discrimination.
grandparents are
Of
there.
course, but like, it is.
Then they just left the grandma.
People are very,
Well, I mean, yeah.
People are very discriminatory against Irish people in that time just because of all the bombings.
I mean, yeah. But like, come on.
Katrina Balfe, the mother, said that at some point. It was like the.
Yeah, what's worse,
people
being.
they're gonna like look at us and be like, "Oh, you're just someone else coming and taking a home from us. Like you don't belong here. They don't understand us."
First of all, hypothetical. Of course, people are going to do that. But what's worse, being made fun of because of your accent or your child being killed?
Yeah, I agree. My favorite line of that like whole dialogue between the parents when they're discussing this is when the dad's like, "Oh, well, the house has a yard, and so they can play and they can be safe."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Here, everybody knows Buddy. Everyone loves
Yeah,
Buddy.
they can play around the whole
Everyone
town.
protects them." And I was like,
yeah.
Even though I've never really felt that in a neighborhood, like I can understand.
Yeah,
that.
you can
like,
imagine.
Like wanting to stay in a community where you're known and loved and you know your children are safe, but then
they're not.
open your eyes and see that you're not safe because they're bombing everything and destroying everything.
You want your kids to live on a street like blocked off by barbed wire and bricks, like.
Exactly.
And also, your kid is like 9.
Yeah.
He'll get over it. I'm sorry, he'll get over it.
The scene,
He's like literally 4.
No, he's 9.
Is he exactly 9
He's
years old?
4? He's 9.
I know, but he looks
9-year-old.
He does look young, but he's 9.
Yeah. Or like.
And then the older brother, I think, is like 14, 15.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think of like.
I wish there was more of him. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I think of like when they were celebrating Christmas and he's like going on a sugar crash and he's like sobbing. Like, I don't
That was so good though.
And then
it was
he's
perfect.
like asleep and he doesn't care.
And also, I was like, "Girl, you're 9. Your whole life that you lived here is not that long."
But I love how he's like, "I want to marry her."
I know.
Yeah.
Little kids are so like.
They're so
They're so
They're
cute.
so
And the
cute.
fact that like I loved that the whole like school thing and he was like, "I'm gonna become smarter so I can sit next to her," and she decided to
Be
not
dumber
get
so that
smart,
she would sit next
so
to
she
him.
could sit next to him.
Very cute.
I loved that, and I really liked that when they say goodbye, and they just like exchange gifts, like they don't even say anything. They're just like
they don't.
thank you, and they leave. I like how his dad's like. I love all the jokes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so.
Hysterical.
That's the best part. That's like connects back to what we were saying. Like, that even if you're living during like a rough time period, to say the least, there is still joy and laughter, and you got to hold on to that to get through.
Yeah.
Like, this movie, even in its saddest parts, is never really hopeless.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's still a very light, fluffy exterior to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's definitely from the perspective of a child who, he has a care in the world. He obviously is going through a very difficult time, but he's still
happy.
very much a child and still very much happy, and his parents care about him, and he's not living in squalor, even though they're living in an economic hardship.
Mm-hmm. One of my other favorite lines from this movie is when they are visiting the grandfather when he's in the hospital right before he dies, but he's like, he says he doesn't want to go to Belfast without them, which I thought was really sweet. But then I like how the grandfather's like, I love you, Grandma loves you, your mom, your dad love you,
and that will
brother
always
loves
be
you.
true.
And as long as you hold on to that and believe in that, you will always be at home. And I was like, stop it. I was like, it's so sad.
And it's like,
so true.
You knew the grandfather was going to die from, like, the beginning of the movie, but it's still sad.
Yeah.
It's like,
like,
I know.
I love when he said, like, he's like, where are you going? And he's like, nowhere, you won't find me.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. I like the grandparents a lot.
Yeah, they I'm pretty sure
they were just
both
great.
got an Oscar nom,
Probably.
Hopefully.
I think so.
I think they got I know Judi Dench did.
Judi Dench, almost certainly.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I mean, like, that mom deserves an Oscar nom.
The mom deserves an Oscar.
Amazing. Okay,
she's so mother.
One of my other favorite scenes is when, at Christmas, when the boys, both of them are asleep, and when Jamie Dornan's character,
and the older one's pretending to be asleep, which is real.
Yeah. When he's like, thank you for raising these kids, because I wasn't here.
Yeah.
You raised them. They're like this because of you. I was like,
goddamn.
Not to get entirely personal, but that reminded me of my home situation because my mom raised me.
Yeah,
and
real.
Sometimes, like, that's all you want to hear especially from
yeah, it takes not many people will say that.
Yeah, and I was just like, the way that he was just able to, like, own up to that. Just be like, I haven't.
And also, like, he was a likable character. Like,
yeah,
they were all nobody other than, like, obviously the other dude, but, like, everybody in the family was likable and just, like, real and flawed, but, like, they all cared deeply about each other.
And no one was one-dimensional. Even
exactly.
Their conflicts. And their
even the little kid,
Their conflicts weren't that drastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, even...
but they were very realistic.
You're very isolated, though, from, like, the sheer violence of it, like a kid would be.
Exactly.
The only time when we're really not disconnected is when... at the beginning when it happens and when he's, like, dragged by his friend to the store, and that's that's the cinematography completely changes during that moment because he's in the midst of the crowd, but you don't really see anyone in the crowd. You just kind of see their legs.
That's true.
That's where his head is at. He's just kind of looking around trying to, like, get through the situation, but he doesn't really see the violence surrounding it.
Yeah, and all he's thinking about is his mom and how she needs washing powder, so he grabs it.
That he grabs is the washing powder. He's like,
because he saw a commercial.
What is it? Like, he goes, it's organic.
It's bio whatever.
It's like, he didn't know what to do because he just kind of thrust into the situation.
Exactly. I do. I love. And then he's still holding on to it, like, for the rest, like, almost the rest.
And then his mom brings him back through the crowd. Insane.
And then, like, you get, like, a very humbling moment where when she brings him back through the crowd,
oh my God,
and then the guy, like, takes her hostage, and, like, what in a different movie she would, like, fight him off, but, like, what's she gonna do? Like, she's like, this guy has her pretty much at gunpoint, and, like, they're
at gunpoint.
They're trying to use her, like, as a hostage to get out of this, like, police zone, and her husband basically is in a Mexican standoff with this guy. Like, it's a very interesting.
It was like a weirdly playful movie.
Yeah.
I think that's a good word to use, fantasy, because I was about to say that the when he, like, throws the brick and hits the gun, I was like, okay.
You're like, come on. He would have. Yeah.
But
how about
again? He's a kid. He's playing it up, so that totally fits into it. But yeah.
Yeah, this just makes me think again more obviously on, like, people's critiques of the movie, and I'm like, bruh, like sorry if you were expecting a movie about, like, the intricate struggles of the Protestants versus the Catholics in some historical. Watch something else.
Go on the History Channel, like,
This is a kid's version of that.
Yeah, this is a man reflecting on his childhood.
Yes.
Like,
It's not a trauma dump movie. This is
thank you.
This is my childhood. This is what my
childhood. And to get a little kind of sappy, I halfway through the movie, I'm like, yo, wait, I'm Irish, and, like, that, like, means something. Like, it really just, I think this movie, obviously you don't have to be Irish to enjoy this movie, but if you are, it helps. Yeah, I feel like it could give you a new, like, just a new perspective on, like, hey, these are real people. These are, like, your ancestors, and that means something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little vague, but that's what I was feeling. I was like, yo.
I don't know.
Yo, I'm Irish.
I don't know what generation my grandma, I'm very Italian, but my grandma, one of them is Irish, and she's literally O'Brien. But I don't know. I don't know exactly when her parents came here, but I'm assuming it was probably sometime in the 30s because that's when most of my family came to America. Almost 100 years ago now, which is kind of crazy. But it feels like this is how long is this conflict between? I think it's been going on since like
the Troubles.
I mean, freaking Irish politics in general is a shit show.
I mean, I know. I watched Braveheart. I know what about it. Like,
Northern Ireland versus
oppressed for like 500 years at least.
The Troubles ended in 1998. They lasted for 30 years. Think about 1998. That was.
But I know there was still.
See that also.
There's still some IRA stuff going on until like 2020.
I mean, there's always gonna be fucking religious conflict and shit.
Yeah.
Always.
I just know it's because like a lot of the conflict was also because like Britain tried to erase.
Oh yeah.
Basically, like the Irish culture. Like there's only 4% of the Irish population still speaks Irish.
Yeah. Or like Gaelic, yeah.
Gaelic, yeah.
Yeah. Northern Ireland versus.
Like Northern Ireland
the
just
rest.
its own country again.
Oh yeah. They're separate, which is why like that area I think is ripe for like interesting fucking movies like this because it's people don't think about it. I feel
we've had a lot of Irish movies in the past couple of years.
That is actually real.
We had Banshees.
Yes, Banshees of Inisherin,
which might win Best Picture. Hopefully,
I wouldn't even be that mad. Wait, okay, hopefully no. Everything Everywhere All at Once deserves it. Sorry, I forgot that.
Maybe, but
Benji, think about the precedent. Think about who deserves it. And who has been cast out.
Let me say, I hope Michelle Yeoh gets Best Actress, but I think that either way, Banshees or as long as fucking All Quiet on the Western Front doesn't win it, I'll be happy.
It has to be Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I actually do feel pretty good that it will win.
Yeah, honestly.
And if not, then it is because of racism. Because what else would it be?
Yeah,
it's like the most popular movie.
Banshees is a good movie. Okay.
Yes, Benji, but what matters more? What's gonna make a bigger statement and make more of a difference for people?
I don't know. I mean, like Banshees or that movie. I mean,
okay, I disagree.
Okay. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying like how can it's like picking between cake and ice cream. Like they're both pretty good.
Yeah, they're both great, but which would mean more for a win?
Well,
unequivocally, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
If that's what we judge, if you're judging it by what statement's gonna make, then yeah. But
honestly, I do see that. I mean, I agree. It should win. It's amazing, but I think
it genuinely deserves it, and I'm saying like
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying
Absolutely.
it does. I'm just saying that what type of statement you're trying to make is not the sole reason why they.
No, that's not the soul, but I think it's what pushes it over the edge into deserving the win. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's. I think it shouldn't be not part of it.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying neutral.
As long as it's not All Quiet on the Western Front, because while that's
I doubt it.
It's been sweeping, and I'm kind of worried that they're gonna give that movie a bunch of awards for no reason.
I don't think it's gonna win Best Picture.
No, it will not win Best Picture.
I highly doubt it.
It might win.
When are the fucking Oscars again?
It's got nominated in almost every category.
No, I know that.
It's probably gonna win screenplay or like the other categories. I don't think it got nominated for screenplay.
March 12th.
But you know what I mean, like not the.
I think
it'll win like the other ones.
I don't know what's gonna win screenplay.
Let me look it up.
Screenplay. Oh, maybe The Whale. I don't know.
Girl, no.
Probably the only thing.
Don't get me fucking started.
Is Brendan Fraser for Best Actor.
Original screenplay: Everything Everywhere All at Once, Banshees of Inisherin, Triangle of Sadness, Fabelmans, and Tar.
I'm assuming for Best Original Screenplay, Everything Everywhere All at Once is probably gonna win.
I mean, come on, like.
What's adapted screenplay?
I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is gonna sweep, and I hope it does. Adapted screenplay.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's gonna sweep as well.
But you know what got really snubbed this year was Decision to Leave. Have you guys seen that?
I have not seen it yet, but I heard it's good.
I've heard
it is very good, and it got absolutely snubbed.
Oh, this category is.
They got one nom.
Mm-hmm. This category is trash.
What
is it?
Best Writing, Adapted Screenplay, Living, which I'm sorry, I don't know that movie. Top Gun. Wait, do I know this movie? Let me pause.
That sounds familiar.
Was I just looking at this?
We are entirely.
No, I don't know this movie. I never mind, guys. I don't. Living, Top Gun Maverick, Women Talking, Glass Onion, and All Quiet on the Western Front. I don't give a shit.
I think Glass Onion's gonna win.
It doesn't deserve it.
It doesn't, but
I don't give a shit.
They don't really give Oscars because people deserve it.
No, I know. That is unfortunately true.
I think Women Talking is gonna win.
I don't really give a shit about Women Talking. That's my hot take. I will not be watching. Sorry, I just don't think we need to make movies like that anymore. Well, no, okay, that's way too sweeping of a statement.
There are movies like that.
I don't. It feels money grab-y to me.
It feels like it's just one of those movies that
they're trying to be profound.
Look at this Little Women ripoff. Let's do the Little Women, but with different women.
I don't think you know what this movie's about.
I don't know what this movie's about.
It's nothing like Little Women.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's like a serious subject.
I don't know what this movie's about.
I've just made sweeping statements that I don't know if I stand behind, but nothing excites me in that category, I'll say. I haven't watched Living, though, so I don't know that movie.
The women of an isolated religious colony reveals a shocking secret about the colony's men. For years, the men have occasionally drugged the women and raped them.
So this is
like, who's this movie for?
Yeah,
this is
you know, that's my... No, it's not Little Women.
I didn't know. It's just the trailer. I saw the trailer, and I was just like, oh, this looks like Little Women.
How does this look like Little... Okay.
I just saw a teaser trailer. I did not see anything else. I've actually watched Little Women.
The outfits look like Little Women. I will give him that. I'm looking at pictures and they look like Little Women.
Anyway,
if
guys.
you have absolutely no idea and you, like, say you watch it without...
I did not know anything about this movie except for the fact that they look like...
Well, we've clarified.
Yeah.
And is that one of the same actors? No, it's not.
Basically, I just don't get who these movies are for, is my thing. So, it's kind of giving...
So they're basically like...
Oh, Frances McDormand's in it.
What? Okay, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really say anything, so whatever.
All right, we are so off topic here and probably way over time.
Well, I mean, not really.
Okay, well...
It doesn't really matter.
That's really all we had to say about Belfast.
So overall, we gotta get ratings.
I'm glad everyone liked it, though.
I loved it.
I loved this movie.
I may even like it more now.
What?
I may even like it more now.
I really, really love this movie. It's
great.
I wanted to see, but like I hadn't, and I had to watch it for my paper.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, I recommend it to everybody, especially people who are majoring in film. I think, like, Benji had
it's
so
gorgeous.
Much to, like, you know.
We didn't even,
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Black and white movie, not a lot of those being done these days in an interesting way. Mm-hmm. Would you guys think it should have been in black and white or no?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. I feel like it was a core theme of the movie. It also helped the colors.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of helped put everything in perspective from the perspective of a child.
Yeah, I feel like it probably would have been too distracting if it wasn't.
I'd say I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
What about out of 5? You give it 3.5, I think.
3 out of 5. Oh, that's what I gave it on Letterboxd too.
7 out of 10? 7.5? Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I think I give it 4 out. I give it 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and I'd probably give it like a 8 out of 10.
Let's see.
Because it's like, am I like, oh my god, like that changed me, kinda.
I also gave it a 4 out of 5, so I'll say 8.5.
Yeah, I just think like I don't really have anything to say negatively about this movie.
Yeah,
it's quite good.
Yeah, I'm very glad.
It was fine. It was a little.
It's good.
I don't think it wasn't long at all, so it didn't like overstay its welcome. But I did find it a little slow at parts. But that's just kind of because there's not. As a child, you're kind of isolated from the action of everything.
Yeah.
So it's just a little less exciting because that's not what they're trying to show. And maybe that's for me, that's just not like my favorite thing. But
yeah.
Okay. It's not going to be everyone's
just
favorite
different.
thing. Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
guys, thank you so much. Do we know who's hosting next week?
We have no idea.
I feel like it should be Benji.
I'm not. No, I've been on every single episode for a while.
Oh, really?
He was on last week's and this week's.
And
I've lost track of the schedule. Okay, cut that out.
Wait, no, you weren't last week because you didn't watch the movie.
Girl, fuck you for that, by the way. Not funny. No laughing. Crickets.
Anyway.
Thank you so much, guys.
Claire, where can they find us?
They can find us at Normalest Chicago Residents on Instagram, YouTube. We have a website that you can find, and we'll probably be posting some more of our projects on there if you're interested. If anything we talk about, you're like, okay.
You should watch me and Claire's and Lucy's video for our class.
Yeah, it's not done yet, but it's coming together perfectly.
It's so good.
The project is doing itself, you know?
It really is.
It really is.
Also,
even though I've completely taken over the project. I hope that's okay with
everyone.
everyone.
It's one thing I have to worry about. I have to do my
okay, good.
Because
I like it.
So.
Plug.
And then, Spotify.
Yes, and Spotify,
Obviously.
of course.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Benji, say goodbye to our wonderful little viewers in the phone right there in the computer.
Viewers.
Goodbye. Good night.